Hello everyone, welcome back again in this ROSE project. ROSE project is conducted by Ray Shikshan Samstha's Sadhguru Gadge Maharaj College Karad. My name is Mr. Muske NP. I am here to teach you subject chemistry. My topic is topic number 4, that is chemical thermodynamics. In previous video lecture, we discussed about bond enthalpy and average bond enthalpy of polyatomic molecule. Also, we completed Hess law of constant heat summation. In this video lecture, that is lecture number 7, our first point is spontaneous or irreversible process. So, we already aware of irreversible process. Irreversible process means the process which takes place in one direction called as irreversible process. Means if I want to go point A to point B, so I can't get back to point B to point A because only single direction takes place in an irreversible process. So let us start with the definition. The process having natural tendency to occur and do not require any external influence for their occurrence means the process which takes place naturally and do not require any external influence for their occurrence means let us consider the example of waterfall. We observe that waterfall is going down from high level to low level and it occurs naturally, and this is the best example of irreversible process. Now let us move to the key point regarding irreversible process or spontaneous process. Number 1, it occurs of its own and does not require any external agency to occur. It means spontaneous or irreversible process takes place at its own and do not require any external influence or any factor or any agency to occur. Number 2, proceed in one direction and cannot take place in the opposite direction unless the external stimulant present. It means irreversible or spontaneous process takes place in single direction, that is point A to point B, but it can't get back to point B to point A, that is in opposite direction. So can't take place in the opposite direction unless external stimulant are present. Number 3, it can be rapid or slow, or spontaneity is not concerned with the rate of reaction. It means irreversible process takes place may be fast or may be slow. Okay, but spontaneity is not concerned with the rate of chemical reaction because rate of chemical reaction is the different point. Number 4, it continues till equilibrium is reached. It means irreversible or spontaneous process takes place till equilibrium is achieved. Equilibrium means the condition where all factors are equally balanced. Okay, so it continues till equilibrium is achieved. That is the key point of 1, 2, 3, 4 for irreversible or spontaneous process. Now, next point is energy and spontaneity. In this point, we have to explain how spontaneity is related to energy, or spontaneity factor is balanced by energy or not, or spontaneity is explained through energy or not. Let us take place in a direction in which energy of system is lowered. It means energy is released. The spontaneous reaction or irreversible reaction takes place in a direction in which energy of the system is lowered. Means let us consider it is an example of exothermic criteria because it means energy is released. Means spontaneous or irreversible process takes place with lowering of energy. lowering of energy. Let's consider the example regarding this reaction between NaOH and HCl. It is exothermic because NaOH, it is the strong base, HCl, it is the strong acid, and possible product is NaCl and water, that is salt plus water. So we observe that it is an example of neutralization reaction, and neutralization reaction always exothermic. So value of standard enthalpy of the reaction is minus 57 kilojoule. So this reaction suggests that this is irreversible or spontaneous reaction with lowering of energy. So sign is negative and it is an exothermic reaction. But in other hand, number one example, in ice melt spontaneously above 0 degree by absorbing heat from the surrounding. It is an endothermic reaction. It is irreversible reaction but still endothermic because we are observed that ice melt by absorbing heat from the surrounding. So absorbing means incoming heat and incoming reaction. So incoming heat is included in endothermic reaction. So this is irreversible or spontaneous reaction but still endothermic. This is irreversible or spontaneous reaction but it is exothermic. So another example like NaCl dissolve in water with absorption of heat from the surrounding. When NaCl is dissolved in the water, it absorbs heat from the surrounding. So reaction NaCl solid plus aqueous means water, aqueous phase, that is water, which gives Na plus ion exist in aqueous phase plus Cl minus ion exist in aqueous phase. So standard enthalpy of the reaction is plus 3.9 kilojoule per mole. Because these two examples are endothermic reactions, so sign is positive, and this example where sign is negative. So we can't conclude that spontaneity through terms of energy. So we can't assume that the criteria of spontaneity, it is totally failed through the energy point. Now second point is entropy. Entropy, consider the following process. Number one, H2O solid, that is ice. Molecules are arranged in a definite order. We observed ice exists in a correct solid phase. So the force of attraction between solid molecule is very strong. When ice melt, this highly crystalline arrangement of molecule collapse. When if I heated this ice absorb heat from the surrounding, then this highly crystalline arrangement of molecule are collapse, means molecule become liquid in state. So we conclude that ordered are transferred to the disordered phase. Ordered means H2O solid, it converted into H2O liquid. H2O liquid are disordered because molecular arrangement are collapse. Point number third, when liquid water vaporizes, gaseous water molecule moves randomly and freely in available space. If I heat this liquid water, then liquid absorb heat and it is converted into vapor phase or gaseous phase. Then gaseous water molecule are freely moves because it possesses kinetic energy. So we conclude that disordered phase, that is H2O liquid, it is converted into more or high disordered phase. Let us see the diagram regarding this H2O molecule that is exist in solid phase. It is highly ordered state because intermolecular forces between two molecules are very strong. This is H2O solid. Then if I heat this H2O solid, it is converted into H2O liquid. It is a disordered state where two molecules, the intermolecular force between two molecules is less as compared to this. Okay. Then if I heat this H2O liquid, it is converted into H2O gas. H2O gas, we observe that the intermolecular force between two molecules is very large. So it is highly disordered state. This disorder or randomness is measured by entropy. So entropy, alternatively I want to say that entropy, it is a measurement of randomness of system. It is denoted by capital letter S. Entropy of the substance increases as it passes from solid to liquid to gas. So entropy increases where solid is converted into liquid or liquid is converted into gas, and vice versa. In both process, entropy change, that is delta S means S2 minus S1. Delta S is greater than 0, that is positive. Number one example, dissolution of solid I2 in the water. Dissolution of solid iodine in the water molecule. So reaction here, I2 exists in solid phase plus AQ, which gives I2AQ, where delta S is positive. Because iodine exists here in solid phase, that is ordered state, and iodine here exists in liquid phase, that is AQ. It is a disordered state. So increasing order observed here, solid is converted into liquid where delta S is positive. Then second example is dissociation of H2 molecule into atoms. Dissociation of H2 molecule into atoms. So H2 exists in gaseous phase. It is converted into twice of pH because stoichiometric coefficient of H2 is 1 and here it is 2. So one coefficient is converted into 2, then double work. So gas phase remains same. In that case also delta S is positive. Now next point is quantitative definition of the entropy. Quantitative definition of entropy. Here it is the definition. Entropy is measures of molecular disorder or randomness. Entropy is measures molecular disorder or randomness. Randomness म्हणजे अस्ताव्यस्तपणा. An entropy change of a system is equal to the amount of heat transferred to it in a reversible manner. Means Q reversible. Symbol of this, heat transferred it in a reversible manner means Q ReV reversible. Divide by temperature in the Kelvin. Temperature in Kelvin. So formula of entropy delta S is equal to Q reversible divided by temperature in Kelvin. Simply I want to say here heat transfer in reversible manner, because if I want to heat a liquid water, then liquid water absorb heat, it is converted into its vapor phase. Then liquid phase is converted into vapor phase. Then if I remove the heat from liquid water, then liquid phase is converted into solid phase. Then two direction or two simple step are takes place. That is in a reversible manner. So Q reversible means heat transferred in a reversible manner, that is in exothermic manner or in endothermic manner. If I heat liquid water into gas, that reaction is exothermic. And if I heat if I convert liquid into solid, then that reaction is exothermic. Okay, so this delta S is denoted by or equal to Q reversible divided by T. So unit of delta S is equal to Joule per Kelvin, and delta S is also state function. And state function means it depends on initial state and final state of system connecting with two states, that is solid to liquid, liquid to gas, and vice versa. Number one, when heat is added to a system, the molecular motions increases after to increase their kinetic energy. It indicates molecular disorder and thus entropy of the system. It means delta S is directly proportional to heat transfer in a reversible manner. Number two, addition of heat to increase randomness depends on temperature. So delta S is totally depend on Q and T. Now next point is entropy and spontaneity. Entropy and spontaneity. Also we discuss here second law of thermodynamics. The following example shows twice H2O2 exists in liquid phase, which gives twice of water exists in liquid phase plus O2 gas. Delta S of this reaction is positive because liquid state is converted into gaseous phase and liquid to gas entropy increases. So delta S must be positive. Joule per Kelvin. Entropy increases due to formation of oxygen gas. From the above example, it is clear that entropy of the system increases in a spontaneous process. This example suggestedly shows the entropy of the system increases in the spontaneous process. This is the spontaneous process because single arrow here. Consider twice of H2 gas plus O2 gas, which gives twice of H2O liquid. It means hydrogen exists in gaseous phase and oxygen exists in gaseous phase. It is converted into liquid. So delta S is equal to minus 327 joule per Kelvin. Entropy decreases and still reaction is spontaneous. It means gas phase converted into liquid, and it is irreversible reaction because it is denoted by single arrow. Where gas to liquid, it is a delta S having negative sign. So we conclude here that entropy and spontaneity, sum of irreversible or spontaneous reaction having increasing entropy, and sum of irreversible or spontaneous reaction having decreasing entropy. So we can't be concluded or can't be explained a criteria of spontaneity through the point of entropy. Okay. Next point is second law of thermodynamics. It is stated that total entropy of the system and its surrounding increases in spontaneous process. Second law of thermodynamics strictly based on total entropy of system and surrounding. And it says that total entropy of the system and its surrounding. It means if I take a beaker consists water, this is the system, and surrounding it is the air. So system plus surrounding, the total entropy is increases in spontaneous process. So reaction suggests that delta S total entropy is equal to delta S system plus delta S surrounding. Increases means greater than 0. So total entropy of system and surrounding increases in spontaneous process. Consider twice of H2 gas plus O2 gas, which gives twice of H2O liquid, Then reaction clearly suggests that gas phase is converted into liquid phase. So entropy must be negative. So delta S sign is minus 327 joule per Kelvin. And value of delta H, that is value of delta H for surrounding, is equal to minus 572 kilojoule, both at 298 Kelvin. Then consider delta S surrounding for 2 moles, that is 2 moles. The entropy change of the surrounding is. So formula of delta S surrounding is equal to Q reversible divided by T. So delta H is negative, but in here delta H, so we have to reverse the sign of delta H because it is an endothermic case. So value of delta H is equal to minus 572 kilojoule per mole. So we have to replace that 572. Then kilojoule, it is converted into joule. So 572 into 10 to the power 3 joule. Then temperature is 298 Kelvin. Then simplify this or solve this, we get an answer 1919 joule per Kelvin. So delta S surrounding having value Q reversible divided by T. So Q reversible is equal to delta H. Delta H is equal to minus 572 kilojoule. But in here, this is an endothermic reaction. This reaction is endothermic. So we have to replace or reverse that sign. So minus is converted into plus 572 and kilojoule it is converted into joule. So 572 into 10 to the power 3 joule. Then temperature 298 K. So answer is 1919 joule per Kelvin. Then delta S total is equal to delta S system. Delta S system is equal to minus 37 joule per Kelvin. Plus sign is as it is. Delta S surrounding, the value of delta S surrounding is equal to 1919 joule per Kelvin. Then we get answer of plus 1592 joule per Kelvin. So reaction or this equation clearly suggests that delta S total is greater than 0. It means increasing order and sign is positive. So total entropy of the system and surrounding increases, always increases in spontaneous process. This reaction is spontaneous. Okay, this is the second law of thermodynamics. Now, the total entropy increases during the spontaneous process and reaches to the equilibrium. Total entropy increases during the spontaneous process and reaches to the equilibrium. Then equilibrium corresponds to the maximum total entropy. So delta S total must be 0 for a process at equilibrium. Delta S total is equal to 0 at equilibrium because total entropy increases to the equilibrium, up to equilibrium. Hence, delta S total is equal to 0 at the process of equilibrium. Therefore, three cases are there. Three cases. Case number 1, delta S total is greater than 0, means positive. The process is spontaneous. Delta S total is always greater than 0, then process definitely is spontaneous. Case number 2, delta S total is less than 0, that is negative value. The process is non-spontaneous. The process is non-spontaneous. Okay. Now, delta S total, case number 3, delta S total is equal to 0. Then process is at equilibrium. These are the three criteria are very important for criteria of spontaneity. Criteria of spontaneity. In short, we suggest that delta S total is positive, where the process is definitely spontaneous. Then delta S total is negative, the process is definitely non-spontaneous. And delta S is equal to 0, the process definitely is at the equilibrium. This is the three criteria are really very important. Okay. So in this video lecture, we completed some very important point regarding spontaneity. Hopefully I understood this. Thank you.